And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first down throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Again, he finds Moore. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From his own goal line, Darnold. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones now on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, touchdown Broncos. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Falcons 0. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That's caught out left by Perriman. Touchdown! Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's still fighting. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this mark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Penny. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run again with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Jacob Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Yeah.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos.
Dwayne Eskridge
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation. They're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Jones. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of
touchdown! Complete at the 1. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that.